Okay, we're here with Alison from Linea Aspera here at the Grauzone Festival. Okay, so my first question will be, what are your passions in life, and how do these passions influence your lyrics?
Well, my ultimate passion is to understand the human mind, and this has been I've been on a journey through academic education so far, which has been to first study archaeology, and now I'm studying anthropology with a focus on primatology. So I've been reaching back further and further into the human past, and now I'm trying to look at how we evolved. And all of this influences my music, because I feel like every step I take towards understanding humans better, I'm able to understand myself better, and I'm able to write lyrics that people can relate to because of my understanding of the human mind, I suppose. So yeah, there's a dual passion. I mean, I want to learn and I want to create, and I'm doing both of those at the same time, which I'm very lucky to be able to do.
Because I read something about osteology and also physiology.
Well, I originally started studying archaeology because I used to really love bones, and
the name of the band is a bone,
yeah,
or
it's the muscle attachment on the back of the femur.
Oh yeah.
The only reason we chose that name was really because it had a nice Latin translation of rough line, and it sounds nice. And I sent Ryan a whole lot of different bone names, and that was just the one that he liked, because I was studying human remains at the time when we first started writing music. So the name is just it's chosen because it sounds nice, but I also like to insert a few archaeological and osteological themes into the music. Like Reunion is about punching someone in the face, and the order in which the bones break. So that's where there's.
And the videos also, you're directing the videos yourself, like the video from Malagone?
Yeah, I made that entirely myself. Actually, I set the camera up on my synth case in order to film myself.
Yeah.
I made it in my bedroom just one winter's night in January 2012. I just put it together really quickly, but I was very happy with the result, and it was all just about sort of putting the theme of the song. Yeah, that's what I want to do. I tried it because electronic music is my passion, but then at the same time, humans, as living creatures, we are organic, and I feel like there has to be an organic element in music in order for it to be adaptable and related to.
Yeah. And what are your projects right now?
Well, at the moment, I'm just working on one new project, which is with another electronic musician. And I can't give too many details right now, but it will come out by the summertime. We will have some music released.
Yeah, because you know that a lot of people are complaining about the fact that you're stopping this project because it was really creating a big buzz in just 1 year.
Well, that includes me. I'm not happy for it to be over, because it was one of my huge passions to be working on Linea Aspera. But I understand that sometimes a good thing has to come to an end in order to be replaced by something better, and I wouldn't be able to go on singing the same songs for years and years. So I'm sort of glad it's come to an end, because you need. All life is about change, and you can't dwell on something that happened in the past. And to be honest, Linea Aspera songs were written by a version of myself that was alive a year ago, but that person is not the same person today. So things have to evolve. Mm-hmm. I'm a big believer in evolution.
And what about your influences? Everybody's talking about the 80s music, like Soft Cell and this kind of stuff.
Well, musically, I'm influenced by a lot of 80s music, but lyrically and vocally,
it's different.
My major influences, they are not necessarily electronic. There's hate rock. I love them, and they're partially electronic, but there's also an element of guitars.
Which one?
HTRK. HTRK. They were a London-based and Berlin-based band. They're originally from Australia.
Mm-hmm. HTRK.
HTRK. Yeah, they're amazing. And
for lyrics.
For lyrics and for the general mood of Linea Aspera, but some of my major influence is lyrically, and I don't know if many people will understand this. Morrissey. Yeah, because he understands that he's able to approach negative aspects of life in a very matter-of-fact way, and I appreciate that. And then there's also Maynard James Keenan from Tool and A Perfect Circle.
Yeah,
and that's an influence I'm not sure many people would understand. But
I understand.
to be honest, his approach to the human mind is very much something that I
Tribal aspect.
appreciate. Yes, exactly. And also Lisa Gerard from Dead Can Dance is my ultimate influence.
Oh my God,
She has
that's
been my
a big one.
seeing her live for the first time, it was akin to some sort of transcendent religious experience because my heart stopped hearing her sing. So
Which songs, for instance?
San Vian.
Uh-huh.
Just especially since she wrote that song about missing her relatives back home, and I've spent a lot of my time away from my family in my life because I've lived all over the world.
Australia,
I haven't lived in Australia.
Yeah.
I've only lived in Australia 2 years out of 23, so I haven't really spent that much time with my family. And
It's the idea of
it's just-
being separated from your family.
Exactly. I mean, I understand what it's like to be an outsider, and I understand what it's like to be
That's
separate from
wonderful
people.
song.
So, yeah, I can get very much in touch with emotions that are to do with longing. Longing is something I'm very.
Yeah. And what about? Do you know a band called Atame?
No.
Oh, it's strange because your voice makes me think of Atame. You know the song Domination? No.
No, I don't.
Oh, it's crazy. It's
Okay,
interesting.
I need to
we have to look
keep
at
that one in mind.
to look at
up.
that.
Yeah.
But Soft Cell and all this stuff from the
Yeah.
80s, even Yazoo or this kind of
Yeah.
stuff, you know, for the sounds. So,
Yeah.
So are you going to be evolving in a different kind of sound universe?
Well, I think so because
You
I'm
wanna
not going to
cut
be.
from
I'm
the
not.
analog stuff.
Yeah. Well, in Linea
Wow,
Aspera.
it's interesting.
Well, in Linea Aspera, I'm only the voice.
Yeah.
The music is Ryan. Like
Yeah.
Ryan Ambridge is himself a genius.
yeah.
So he's got his musical side, and I've got my lyrics and my vocals, and I can apply those to lots of different types of music, and it will continue to be electronic because that's what I
No guitar.
cling to most. Maybe one day I do actually have a guitar that I need to pick up again and play, but at the moment I'm in my electronic phase, so I'm going to take that as far as I can. So at the moment it's electronics all the way. And my next project will maybe be more digital, less analog, and a little bit more progressive.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
What you mean by progressive?
A bit more experimental.
Not progressive in the.
No, not in the
No.
prog rock
Yeah, okay.
term,
Not
but like
prog.
progressive in the way of
Experimental.
like it's not going to be it's not going to be straight up minimal wave.
Industrial.
A little bit industrial. Yeah.
Like the last songs that you've been.
Actually, a little bit less rough than that. It's going to be more clean cut, except it's still going to be quite.
Kinabalu was very.
I would
very
love to
special.
I would love to go more in the direction of Kinabalu.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, I'd just like to mention here that Kinabalu is the name of a mountain in Malaysia.
Yeah, in Malaysia.
Yeah, that's a reference to my home. But
Oh yeah, I was going to ask you
And
about
that's-
your origins.
well, I'm originally from Australia, but I grew up in Malaysia and Indonesia and Papua New Guinea. But Malaysia is my ultimate home. I think I spent 10 years there, so it's where my family lives. That's where I go back to. So yeah, the jungle
But you've
is.
been living in London for.
I've been living in London for 3 years.
Only 3 years.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So I mean, I'd spent 10 years in Malaysia, which is longer than I've spent anywhere else. And yeah, I mean, the new sound is going to be. At the moment, it's a little bit more clean, but it's also more experimental. But I can't give away too much more on that.
Uh-huh.
secret.
We're looking forward. Okay.
But yeah, I hope
think-
you like the new sound.
I think we'll get it.
Okay,
So
cool.
thank you very much.
Thank you.
And wishing you good luck for the
Thank
next
you.
project.
Thank you very
We're
much.
looking forward for it.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.